All right, can everybody hear me? Yes, okay, phenomenal. I'm giving it a couple more minutes for more people to trickle in, and then we'll be starting to talk. Hetty, I'll kick you. All right, I feel like we have good enough numbers. So many of you know why this server was originally made. It was because the poster by the name of Reiko was accused of making pro-trap threads, my bad, and shilling them all over our board and being just a... What do you mean I'm not speaking? Yes, I'm speaking. Can everybody hear me? Okay, everybody can hear me. Okay. So, all right, if you can't hear me, turn me up, because I'm not going to be microphone tech support. I'm here to say my piece. If you cannot hear me, it's a problem on your end. Okay. So, let me just, actually, that doesn't make sense. They won't hear me if I don't know that, everyone. If you can't hear me, it's a problem on your end. Okay. So, quick recap. Reiko shilled trap threads all over our board, made the board excessively bad and excessively cancer to be a part of and cancer to look at, because our board was... Yes, the board was shit before, however, Reiko's posting concentrated it to a point where people took notice. Now, I've spoken to Reiko, and the way we see it is that yes, he did something bad. Yes, it was in malintent. However, the reason for it was there, and the reason for it was that the board was shit. Okay? Everybody's on the same page that the board is shit, including this may be hard for some of you to believe, but yes, Reiko believed that the board was in a bad place, and this was how to fix it. I don't agree that this is how to fix it. We can have our differences in tactics, we can have our differences in strategies, but the idea is the same. I'm not defending his actions, I'm defending his motive, because I think it's the right motive. I talked to him about it. Everybody's on the same page that the board needs to change, because it's not just him who made the trap shit be awful. It was other people. He brought it to the forefront of the board's attention. Now, the problem lies in that the mods of the board do not do anything about this. In any other board, you get something to this degree, the mods are going to start banning it on site. You see it everywhere. You know, you're not going to start hearing about TV shows on sports. You're not going to start hearing about sports on TV. Same thing. This problem lies in a loophole with R9K's rules. R9K does not have a topic, thus everything should be on topic. The reason why anti-trap threads started getting pruned is because that's considered meta, and meta belongs on QA. Now, you can see the loophole here, or you can see the problem here, because if, you know, everything belonged on its separate board, we wouldn't have traps here, we would have traps on LGBT, we wouldn't, then, you know, everything just becomes a containment board, and it's not great. So, the reason why the mods won't do anything is because of a mod or janitor, whatever role he has, named Rape Ape. Now, Rape Ape has been a very outward advocate about not having the traditional robot stereotype on his board, or at least the ones that complain about the board. He wants them out. And I have logs of this. Just give me one. Here we go. Okay. I will post these in general. Please look there. Yes, great. Yes, Rape Ape needs the rope. That, yes. Not death to Moot. Moot already died, but death to this idiot. Because as a staff member, it is your job to ensure that what your target audience of your board feels comfortable in their board, right? I don't think anybody wants to come to R9K if they're going to see shit that they don't like to see. Now, R9K eventually developed its target audience through its culture, and I think that culture needs to be protected. So it's not a second B, but it's a place where people go to feel comfortable. MIA, these origins, these originated from HNIRC, which is, okay, yeah. But still, you can see that Rape Ape is an active typical robot advocate. So the origins are from HNIRC, who they basically leak the Janitor team, Janitor team IRC logs. Okay, yes, there you go. So now, because I believe that Reiko has the right intentions, I am going to let him speak in here. Any harassment of him upon joining will be banned. I will not tolerate mass pings. I will not tolerate doxes posted. Anything will be banned on site. Respect him and let him talk his turn. Oh, in case anybody's wondering, the questions channel will be used for questions for me, Reiko, or anybody to try to answer through VC. Please do not try to answer the questions in the channel. That is solely for questions. We will answer them through VC, and these will get transferred in the minutes that I'm not taking, but will start taking soon. You can keep posting about which team won, and it's Team Cream, by the way. No, I am not Reiko. Just stay put for a couple seconds. There's some technical difficulties. Again, no harassment of Reiko. As soon as he's here. Everybody calm down and let him say his piece. Reiko, you're free to speak whenever.
Hello? You guys hear me and everything? Hey fella, Reiko 333 here. So I'm here to apologize for all the traps and possibly explain have a little discussion with Minigame Master here. So, yeah.
Okay, so Reiko, can you please explain why you decided to start spamming trap threads?
Okay, so way back in November or December, I met this, I don't want to call him a trap, I want to be trapped, named Haruka. And Haruka had this autistic idea that I'm really not going to go into full detail on because I don't really understand it too much myself. About some shit called Traptopia. So we talked about it. I agreed that I would help him at some point in the future. And then we went our separate ways at one point. So I joined the Discord back a little while later. I hit up Haruka, and I'd been like, I don't know, I had an itch pretty much to shitpost and just fuck around. So because I won't lie, like the shitpost a lot. So I can add people after that. So oh shit, give me 1 sec. Okay. So yeah, me and Haruka, it was pretty much just us two for a little bit. We made trap threads on R9K, mostly for shitposting purposes. Had kind of seen R9K as accessible. To be honest with you, I don't really see it as worth anything anymore. And this is coming from somebody that's browsed 4chan since like 2000, and I guess R9K since like 2011, 2012, back when it was feels faggotry days. I don't really think it's a very good board anymore, and I don't really think that trap posting, while it's bad, isn't the main issue. I think that we need to tackle some other shit.
Right.
Like if you cut out the source, pretty much, if the main idea behind my trap threads essentially is that people say that it preys on insecure men, and to an extent, that's correct. But like by my logic, I think that these insecure men wouldn't really be a thing in the first place if R9K was a better board in general. So part of the reason I shitpost, as ridiculous as it sounds, was a full chess attempt to actually try to get people to either leave the board or want to change it for the better. So it was kind of to shitpost, and I guess not gain attention like this, but gain attention to pretty much the main and problem that is just that R9K is accessible. It's pretty much just people stewing in their own shit. It breeds insecurity, and that's the only reason my trap threats, if they are effective in the first. It's because of the R9Kers. And I'm like talking about all the height threads, all the dick size threads, all the race bait, which I'm sure none of you really enjoy either. So I think that's pretty much my main reason for doing it, essentially.
Okay. Do you fully understand that you did not make the board better by doing the threads? You tried to make the board size better or the board population better by reducing the amount of your opinion of bad posting. Do you come to terms with this?
Yes, essentially.
Okay. Will we see anybody under your control who takes, command from you, if those people exist? Will we see more trap threads from them, or are you going to continue to advocate for them?
No. Not at this point. We've closed down the Traptopia Discord app and locked it down. It's probably going to be deleted.
Okay. I'd love to see that followed through to its deletion. So, okay. Your opinion on what can be done to not save, but to cleanse R9K from the state it's in right now, what do you think?
Well, I have to say that I guess this trap posting, one good thing is that it did unify a lot of people. I mean, like, it brought people together in Discords like this. It got people organized. I think that shit posting back isn't really helpful. It's kind of just, I don't know. It's kind of just adding to the shit show. Like how it was early. Like, I don't, like, this is coming from somebody that leans right, like the pole faggotry and the trap faggotry at the same time, just both of them combating each other, which is pure A. I think that people should not respond to like shit like that breed insecurity, like race baiting threads, like threads that I guess just like I said, breed insecurities, like fucking dick size threads. I think it should be self-improvement in general, shit like that. You know what I mean? Like actually put an effort into boosting people's confidence. And I'm not saying like normal fag stuff. Like I'm not saying be yourself tier shit. I'm just saying like robots pretty much helping each other so they're not like stewing in their own shit.
Okay.
Like,
just for 1 second, yeah, go ahead, Trash.
Yeah. So, all right, I'll just I'll be clear. Like, I'll obviously have clips of this in the video I'm gonna make tomorrow. I made the first one, by the way. I mean, this is so fucking autistic. This is I don't even mean that like jokingly. I mean this is like completely fucking retarded. I just made a video I thought would get like 30 views taking the piss. But I mean, like, fuck this. I made it pretty clear in the video. I just want like reiterate this. I said in the video that there was. I know I insinuated there was some truth to it, but I think I made it pretty clear there was no evidence for any of the blackmail stuff. I still haven't seen any. I still haven't seen any evidence for like 99% of the stuff. I'm sure that like almost every dox is like, or like I'm sure that 100% of them, if not almost all of them, are just like fake. So like stop like fucking DDoSing people or doing like whatever gay shit you're doing. But either way, this is super fucking retarded that like 15 people are here. So I mean this isn't damage control. I made the shit on this in the first place. I'll be going over it all. I'll make it clear I don't agree with him at all. I think this is super fucking retarded. I think everyone needs to know that people are literally being paid to post fucking trap threads. I mean, that's so retarded. So yeah. I mean, he can tell himself. Yeah. How do you get the job?
They're full right now at the moment. Maybe they'll see expansion in the future, but not for the time being. Okay. Reiko, if you'd like to elaborate on who exactly pays people.
Mongo, Mono. She's like some autistic rich neat or something. I mean, she's not like in a leadership position. I guess that was like kind of misleading. Like, I mean, that's mainly like it was originally Haruka's idea, but he's I don't want to say beta, but kind of submissive, so he kind of just let me take over. But like we found out that Mongo is like rich off crypto cash or something. She has paid a few people to post. I don't know the payment details. I don't know how she pays them. I don't know if she pays them by thread. I don't really question her too much because she kind of I don't know. She's nice, but a little autistic too. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and talk about some specifics here. Do you have any connection to Schwabe Sadbot's suicide?
No, I have zero.
I just want to explain this, by the way. Like I've said this a few times, but I'm like fairly 95% sure the reason that rumor started is some autistic fucking Australian poll poster summarized my video as Reiko has a connection to Schwabe, how you say his name, which I mean, I just brought the guy up in the video. I just said, you know, all this dumb autistic shit is in light of a recent suicide, and then this like dumb, useless fucking Australian poster just writes that in a dumb way, and like everyone just runs with it for no reason. just like whatever. Aussie posters are fucking shit. Like fuck them. But yeah, I mean, I didn't intend that to happen. I fucking yeah, but whatever.
All right. So, can you tell us if anybody's been hurt by the amount of doxing that's being thrown around? And there's a correct answer here.
Somebody named Sarah, as far as I know, has apparently been swatted. I don't really know them personally, but they were under the assumption that I was posting their address around. So I'm assuming that it was maybe somebody here, but like they got swatted and they're not involved in this at all. I'm pretty certain that because they just go by Reiko. Like I'm pretty sure somebody was autistic enough to just search up Reiko on Google and just like find some random faggot with an anime avatar and just like dox them and then swat. So I mean, that's not really a cool thing, in my opinion. Like part of the reason that I'm doing this right now is because I mean I do have conscience of some kind, that I don't really want random people getting swatted or having people take shits on their doorstep, as some people have said that they would do. So yeah.
Okay.
But as far as I know, that's the only person that's really been hurt by that. There could be more, but I mean, it's only been like a couple of days that the shitstorm has been this big, so I guess we'll have to see how things develop.
Okay. And to give people perspective, what percentage would you say of the trap threats were yours?
I would say probably 15 to 20%, which in our group size was a pretty considerable amount.
Okay. So doxing allegations against you for potentially doxing people, blackmailing people in general. Can you explain the story behind that?
I don't really know like the doxing / blackmail thing came from. There was like way back when this first started, there was some 32 channer named and he attempted to swat and dox me. I found an LOL Cal thread on. Like I didn't really try to like fuck with him or anything, but I found his face and I was like, wow, this guy is literally like the 56% me, and he's like 15 years old. This is kind of yikes. So I got some screen caps of some of the shit he had said about me, and then I posted it, but I never intended to like make his personal info public or anything. At the very most, like I want his info because I was unironically planning on calling to tell her that he was involved with some shady shit because he's supposedly involved in child porn and stuff. But like I mean, just going off my experience, I don't want to like start a witch hunt or anything. So that isn't completely confirmed. He said that he's posted CP before. It could be a joke. So I don't know.
So people are asking for you to explain the forced HRT. Where did that stem from? Is there any truth behind it?
I have never forced anybody to take HRT. People have added me before asking me questions about it. Generally, I ask how old they are first, and if they're underage, I tell them that they should think about that because obviously it's kind of not really something that you should do if you're super young. It's kind of a big decision. It could really fuck up your life for most people. Like I recently talked to some 14-year-olds that told me on my account. He was like asking about HRT and stuff. I told him to fuck off with it. But I don't force anyone to go on HRT. I like to think that there aren't really people out there who like fall into a trap like I don't know if that would be a fetish thing for people or what. Yeah, I haven't done anything like that.
Okay, so where does it come from then that you force people to come in to do HRT? Because there are screen caps of this. Is it all just you shit posting, or is there more behind it?
I mean, if you could post the screen caps, that would be helpful.
Okay.
And I'm assuming that like some of it comes from this.
Yeah, you're free to provide any backup evidence you wish in questions or general.
I'm assuming that some of it comes from this. I'm just going to say this directly. If you take this seriously, then you're retarded. Like, it's pretty much like taking the Navy SEALs copy pasta seriously. That was just
yeah, I
that was just
mean, no. to be fair, no one refers to this. The one everyone means is the it's the one I read out like fucking 2 nights ago.
You cannot post
Let me just read it. I can't bother to post it. So someone else will post it, I'm sure. It's the one with the Skinner image from the Steam Tams thing, and then he goes, "Join Trap Discord. They asked me for a picture of me dressed up in old join, showing face. Shit is like a cult. Everyone worships some nigger called Reiko. That one.
Yeah. I mean, no offense. Like my point, like I think that's even worse if you take a green text on 4chan seriously. Like I'm sorry.
Wait, Yozam, was it you? Is Yozam in here?
Yozam's not in VC, but we'll get to him in a second.
Oh, okay. Whatever. I assume it's not him who posted that. I mean, yeah, someone probably made it up. Maybe not. I don't know. Shout out to Nikita. Shout out to National Socialist. Base Nat Socks.
Okay, good posting. So Yozam, right? Can you explain your relationship to him and why that shitstorm started on its own?
I don't know him at all. I don't know why he focused. Like I vaguely know his group. Like they're 32 channers. They're I think underage. Some of them, believe it or not, are actually trapped. So I don't know why they were trying to take down the trap post. Like I've heard that Yazm is like a repressed tranny or something. I don't know what he goes by. He like goes by like Shackle or something. But he's like on estrogen or some shit. Just their group's very strange. I don't know why they focused me. I think they just wanted to be a part of the shit that they saw come. That's kind of why they did it. But they backed off, so I don't really. I mean, I know Yazm's back involved again and a few of his people, but I don't really think they care as much as they did before.
Okay.
Yeah. He's like 15. He should get off the fucking site.
Yeah.
Right.
Completely. Also, my voice is wavering because I'm pretty tired, to be honest with you.
Okay. So, most people wouldn't know this, but the shit with the Minecraft server and how that led to like that little docs battle. Just so everybody has a full story, run us through that.
Can you repeat the question? Sorry, I didn't quite hear.
Oh, sure. The stuff with the Minecraft server. You know which one I'm talking about, I'm assuming?
Civ class, though.
Sure. That's the one where the little docs battle started where he tried to SWAT you and then you fought back?
No,
right.
No, he tried to Yazm.
Yes.
No, Yazm didn't play that server at all. He's not at all associated.
Okay, so then still give it, because like I have screen caps of you, what's his name? The other guy who had the subscription to WeLeak Info. And
which guy?
Let me get his name. Hang on. Yeah, he goes by Porty.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know.
Here. Okay, I am going to make this public domain. You're free to read through this. Oops. Uh-oh. Didn't mean to do that. So, yeah, shit, I'm doxxed. All right. Try that. Everybody is free to read this. You can draw whatever conclusions you'd like from it, but this is what I'm referring to by this docs battle that, what's this guy's name? Chicken Conconi, hashtag 8119, that he had a subscription to. Sorry? You do remember this?
Yes.
Okay. Just
I'll do it really quick just to get a little refresher.
Okay.
Just an FYI, Porty was kind of spurging out in here. A lot of the shit he was posting was just about like people from that Minecraft. Like he posted shit about Yazm.
Just 1 second. Just for clarification, Porty is the same person as Chicken Conconi?
Yes.
Okay. So, there is doxable information on this HTML. Given that you guys have been good about your doxing up until now, I trust you don't use this for any malintent. But like I said, Reiko, if you'd just like to explain the situation.
Like I said, yeah, this was pretty much our chat where we discussed like the Yaz. Like this is one of the original things. So, like I mean, most of this is just bullshit because, like I said, Porty was just fucking spurging and like fucking getting info on like random people from the Minecraft server. Like Walker's Gaming is one of them that I'm looking at right now. Kanye, they're not like involved in this at all. Yeah, we tried to get information on Yaz. It wasn't really like I mean, I won't lie, I considered it at a point like posting a shit, but then I realized that'd be fucked. Like at most, I just wanted to actually unironically call his mom and just like be like, you should probably get your son, you know, to check his computer or something, because I don't think 15-year-olds should be doing that kind of. I don't really think they should be on R9. Yeah, I know it sounds retarded, but that's actually like fucking something people have done before. Like, I mean, it's just, I don't know, for someone like him, I think it'd be helpful because, like, I'm not gonna, but there's like pictures I've seen of him with like cut marks, so I don't think he's the most mentally stable person. Like, I don't know him very well, so just, I guess, take this with a grain of salt, but there are pictures of him floating around with, might even be posted in here, honestly, with cuts on his.
Don't please don't post that.
Yeah, I'm not. I said it in the HTML doc. I don't plan on posting, but yeah.
Okay.
I don't think he's the most mentally stable person.
Okay.
Yeah, it was autism. It was all autism. All.
Okay. So SYB asks, you said your Discord was just sarcasm, but I have genuinely seen, I'm assuming, people post pictures of themselves, for example, support Annie recruited others. Mind you, I was in that Discord for quite some months. So tell me, who was serious, and do you still associate yourself with said individuals?
Just reread it. Like I said, I'm a little tired, so apologies for autism.
Yeah, he's basically just asking why there are loads of traps with like your name written on them and like other people's names and things.
That's not like a malicious thing, though. It's not like I'm forcing them or blackmailing them to write their names. Like, I mean, I really like thighs, and like I've gotten people to or traps to write my name on their thighs before. It's not like a blackmail thing or like a threat thing. It's just, I've gotten them to do that before. And like a lot of them are willing to do it for whatever reason. About support and
Is it like a sexual thing?
are you talking about for me or for them?
Yeah, like getting people to like. Why exactly do you ask them to write your name on them?
I mean, it's just interesting. I guess it's fun. I don't have autistic hobbies. Yeah.
All right.
Like I said, I'm not forcing anybody to do it. And also, I think you're talking about the harem Discord. If you're talking about support.
Yeah, sure. Actually, I forgot to mention that. Go ahead and run us through the 3 Discords and their purposes.
We had a RGTOW. Like that. I'm not going to really give the full server history on that, but
just give us the quick rundown.
It's just like it was pretty much for a while. The main owner was Haruka. It was just like a fag Discord. Like it was mostly fags and trap. It was just like a regular R9K Discord until like the trap posting started. And then like we got leaked and we decided to make the trap shilling Discord. We refer to as Operation Traptopia.
Was that one more serious than the trap posting in RGTOW?
Yeah, that was like more secure and more serious, just because at that point we didn't want to really like get leaked anymore, draw any more attention, because obviously that not a very good idea. And then the harem Discord was something completely separate from both of those that I had for a long time myself. That it was just mostly like female and like trap friends in the server. And like it was kind of dead, honestly. It was just like fucking around. We would play games and it really wasn't that special. There was no blackmailing or like manipulating. Most of the people in there were like my age or older, too. No teenager.
Okay, so MIA asks, in an ideal world, what does R9K look like to you? Is it blue? What does it look like?
I mean, I think that R9K blue would probably solve a lot of problems, but like ideally, it'd be good if it was a not safe for work board, just for like, you know what I mean, shit posts and stuff. Like, obviously, I don't want it to be B tier. I don't want to like see constant porn. I don't want to see race. But I mean, I just kind of want it to go back to 2012, I guess, back when it was just more comfy feels faggot without so many normal fags. Like there wasn't like there were occasional like retarded threads, but it was like very rare. It was just mostly like feels faggot and like comfy shit. Like there wasn't constant like dick size threads or height threads or race bait threads. It was just people coming together to share feel.
All right, just gonna contain Nikita's autism. Shout out to Nikia.
Shout out to Schweiby too.
I think we've shouted both of these retards out like 4 times now. Okay, so there seems to be the opinion that you still don't think you did anything wrong. How do you feel on that?
I mean, believe for the most part, like, I did wrong. Like, I'll admit that, and like that's mainly because like I don't know, I came back to bite like a bunch of other people in the ass, just like random people. Like, I think that my intentions may have been extreme, but it really for the best overall. I mean, my intentions were for the best. Obviously, it did not work out very good at all. It just made the board even worse. But I mean, I don't know. I just wanted the board to be better at the end, really.
All right, so who was the youngest trap you had around in the harem, shit like that?
Jesus Christ.
Because I've seen some saying 60. I mean, I still don't know if you were the trip or not. I've seen some image saying that the youngest was 14, but it's cool because it was legal in their country. So like 16, 14. Like, what are we talking?
All right, let's just. All right, this is gonna be the
No,
last
like
question.
fuck that. I mean, that's like the most important question. Like that's why everyone's here.
I mean, I'm gonna preface this by trap friends, like just hanging out. The youngest person that we had in there was 17 years old. Didn't really post there too often. But yeah, that was the youngest person there. And I mean, I wouldn't really call that pedophilia, considering there was, like I said, it was like a sexual server, and he never made any sexual posts. He was just a friend. Like, it's not like it's a fucking age gap between us. It's not like I'm like 30 years old hanging out with like 17-year-old fucking like faggots. Like, I'm only 19.
Sure.
Okay. If you guys want to cool the shit posting real quick and open up any more questions that actually, okay, you guys take time for that. What's his name? A black samurai chap has been asking many a time, are you going to be taking a side on /int/craft?
Am I going to be taking a side on Minecraft? I don't really know for sure if I'm going to be playing yet.
Okay. What about v/int/nom? I don't know what that is, but
I don't really know if I'm going to be playing that. I mean, I'll say my custom.
okay. I think he asked if you would side with the Viet Cong during the war. I don't know how well versed you are in your Vietnam War history, but
Not very well versed. I don't really know, to be honest.
okay,
Interesting
Reiko, confirmed brainlet. Question for you, Reiko. Will you quit spamming traps on our board?
I mean, yeah. I mean, I might make the occasional shit post, but no like extreme spam. Considering that's kind of, obviously not very good.
Okay, and you fully accept the consequences that upon that occasional shit post, you risk the chance of something like this happening again.
Oh, I don't even mean necessarily traps. I just mean like a shit post in general.
Okay, I don't think anybody doesn't want you to post, period, sans some extremists, but traps should probably be left a topic untouched for a while.
Yeah, probably. Like I said, like ideally they should have their own fucking faggot content for all their like ERP and retardation. So people can just easily filter 2 threads and be done with it.
Okay, so you're advocating for a 2-thread fucking dog, a 2-thread containment, one for R9 gay and one potentially for R9 trap.
Yeah, or like some fucking, I don't know, some ERP things. It's pretty much the same to all. They just like to post their anime pictures and jerk their fucking broken deck.
Okay. All right. So Canlito asks, if most of the content is as innocent as you say it is in that Discord server, why are you deciding to delete the server? Shouldn't you be transparent?
Which server?
You were mentioning deleting Traptopia, potentially,
Oh.
I believe.
Just because I don't trust everyone has pure intentions, especially after the shit I've seen today. I don't want people to get any new members. I don't want them to stay, just in case there was a stuff, even people posted small bits of information about themselves, anything at all. I don't really want that to be safe. So
Okay. Let me see. Are there any oh yeah, okay. Pseudo meme question. Do you have any involvement with Lizard Squad from hackerforums.net?
Or just open that question up more. Do you have any involvement with doxing people, shit like that, in a wider way?
no, I don't really agree with doxing and shit in general. I think I vaguely know Lizard Squad. I think they did some PlayStation shit, but I'm not involved with them. I don't really think I'm that. But yeah, I'm not involved in that kind of.
Sweet. So
Okay. Does anybody have any more questions for Reiko?
So why are you on full damage control? That's the question I keep seeing.
Okay, yeah, sure.
I mean, you could expand upon how I'm on damage. I'd like to see that, I guess.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, it's just what people are saying.
I mean, is it because I came here to apologize?
No, I'm just taking the piss.
Right. I personally asked him to come here to apologize because I believed his intentions were pure after conversing with him. So this is not him saving face. This is me thinking that people need to stop demonizing him as much as they are and realize that Reiko is not the problem here. Like I said, refocus on mods. Because those are the people who let this happen. Admittedly, it shouldn't have happened, but they let it happen, and that's the problem. That's what needs to be changed. That this shouldn't be something that can happen on R9K. Whether that means giving it a topic, whether that means making it blue, whether that means just banning, shit like this on the spot, which they should, but mods don't. So whatever that means, change needs to happen, and it's from the staff end.
Oh, you've seen the cap, right? I'm sure everyone's seen it of the fucking guy who reported you at Discord, and they said they're already on it. What do you think about that?
I don't. I mean, I don't think it's very hard for them to ban my Discord, so I don't really know.
Yeah, I mean,
what's going on with that. I would assume they would just ban it and be done with it.
Right. I think that probably given the negative attention you've garnered, I'm assuming many people have reported your Discord and probably your server, and if there's something worth banning going on, you would not be here. Am I wrong?
I probably would not. I saw a shit ton of people were reporting me. A lot of people were adding me just that they were reporting me.
Right, and let me remind you guys that following the events that transpired in the HTML document, what's the guy's name? Yozam's server where he was organizing the SWAT of Reiko was nuked because there was something worth nuking in that server, or in that chat, whatever you want to call it. I'm pretty positive there are more than one Reiko reporters here, so, if something were to have happened, it would have happened.
What's this? I just
Yeah,
want to
yeah,
ask.
okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, what's this shit about Biz?
What do you mean?
Oh, Sib is just mentioning shit about Biz. I was just seeing if you respond in the chat. 2x EOW.
Nikita wants to ask if you own Chainlink, and I affirm that Chainlink will be doubled end of week.
I believe that Chainlink will 1,000 times at the end of the year, so I have a link for you.
I own Bitcoin, so invest in Bitcoin. You'll do well.
All these shitty altcoins not recognizing that Bitbean is the future of crypto.
So what was your?
Did you forget about Dogecoin?
Dead
It's
meme.
just
Go back to
I-
being muted.
I actually saw a really good
Goodbye.
question in the chat
Bye.
from Natsock. What is your 23andMe results? Like what percentage Jewish are you?
Actually haven't taken that, but I mean, I'm Italian, so Italians are
Alright.
kind of Jew-like, to be honest. I haven't
Okay.
grown up with them.
Italians are Jews. As an Italian, Italians are Jews.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, growing up with them, Italians are pretty kike there. Like, they're a little bit better.
Yeah.
All right. So you mentioned wanting R9K to go back to the state it was in 2012, where it was comfy feels. Mia or MIA asks, do you think Discord is harming R9K or 4chan as a whole? And you could connect this to how you see it in the utopian future of R9K being comfy.
I think that while Discord is nice, probably Discord threads should be banned, just because, like, the thing about attention whores and trip fags is if they put some like shit aboard too much, like eventually they'll be banned or something will be done about that. But Discord allows them to kind of just like do shit in their own little fucking circle jerk servers and just like in popularity among like the Discord community. So then that kind of leads to like threads being easily made about them, or like drama happening over them that like mods and I guess like the actual board don't have much control over, because they can kind of do it like on a third party thing rather than having to attention like on the actual board, if that makes any sense. So I think it kind of like just breeds attention whore, which is annoying.
Okay. Let me see. Anyone else have any questions for R9? Yeah, for Reiko, we're going to be wrapping this up.
I want to
Go
give
ahead,
like a real shout out. So this is my first real shout out. I was in a thread like 3 months ago, and some guy just like he posted just this really angry image, and he just wrote Daikarino Daiki slut, lick my balls and suck my butt. George in the Jungle 3. I think that's the best post we've had in months.
All right.
So shout out to that guy.
Shout out to George of the Jungle guy. Natsock wants to inquire about you talking to Mitoker at all, or what happened there.
He hasn't attempted to contact me at all or anything, so I don't really
same
know
here.
if anything's going to come of that. I mean, I'd like to talk to him, considering he didn't really help me out, considering he didn't really fact check before making those posts, so now it kind of just looks like a blackmail to his entire fan base.
Okay. So we're going to be wrapping this up shortly. I just wanted to say that if you don't hold your word and your level, how do I put this? If trap threads are once again preeminent and linked to you, you understand that many of the doxes posted people have saved, and these people probably will be upset given your apology and swat these people. That will be linked to you, and I can't imagine you will live without real life consequences.
I mean, yeah, I can agree to that. Like I said, I mean, I've much done with it just because it can come back to bite other people. Like, I don't really feel as bad about myself as much, obviously, because I mean, I'm doing it myself, but I don't really want other people to get fucked.
All right. So,
I just want to say on that, like yeah, they're like almost all of these doxes are just shit. I don't know which ones are real. I have no fucking clue. But I mentioned this on the YouTube comment I pinned. Try not to just go around like fucking swatting people or some dumb bullshit like that. I mean, I'll just say like I don't know, that's not the best deterrent, but I'll just leave it at that. I'll explain more tomorrow.
okay. So yeah, keep an eye out for Trash's video tomorrow, explaining more on the topic and showing some screen caps you guys might not have seen. I'll keep this server up for a couple days just so everybody gets to see it. I'll have it pinned. I'll have it at everyone. I'll be as annoying as possible as I can. Shout out to SYB for begging. Nikita, I've shouted you out 40 times. Shout out to SYB for, being here, being trusted, and asking some good questions. Shout out to Natsock for being base DM leaker. Shout out to Ban for being my co-admin. Everybody at MIA. None of this would have happened to Nikita, but to wrap this up a little bit, I hope that everybody's opinion has changed from, rope for Reiko to rope for Rape Ape, and hopefully we can see some development on the mod situation for R9K. And I think that's going to wrap it up for tonight's forum. You've been a lovely audience, and I thank you all for being so mature about it.
Yeah, just like ignore like 95% of things. Just wait. Things should be more clear tomorrow probably, or whatever. Oh, did he kick both of them, but not me? That's pretty based.
All right, I'm gonna open it up to some verbal shit posting if you guys want to stick around. So I'm gonna go ahead and unmute the new role.
Right.
You guys are free to give me your best as soon as you guys are
Wait,
unmuted. I've been looking
Just
forward to this.
unmute Natsock. Just unmute him. I want to
Just
hear
unmute
what he sounds like.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Are you actually white, Natsock, or do you
Natsock, you have
sound like...
speaking privileges.
I bet you're like fucking brown or something.
No,
Alright, yeah, unmute Nikita.
All right, yeah. Hang on. I'm just gonna unmute the new role, and everybody can scream their heads off about actually rope for Reiko because that probably changed nothing. How do I do that?
Brainlet.
Shut up, idiot.
I literally have 0% Jewish in me.
Wait, that's fuck. Okay, here it is. Permissions, new.
Oh, I'm not Millennial Woes, by the way. Someone asked me about that.
Okay, everybody is unmuted. Free to shitpost, I think. Oh wait,
You have to
I've manually server muted all of you, so I'm gonna go ahead and undo that.
Oh, DM me anything you want in the video, by the way. I'll just like throw everything in.
Good post, Nikita.
White pride worldwide.
I'm Jewish.
White pride worldwide.
No shit is based.
Based.
All right, is anybody still muted that I've missed?
I'm
the
getting
Wings
We're
were
at the store for some chocolate flavored milk. Came home, coloured milk.
There's a fucking thing about being white, innit? Like, a fucking Pakistanis are fucking ruining my
You are
country.
degenerate.
Right.
Like, fucking are. Like, I go out a fucking pub with my Millwall games all the fucking time, but fucking football, you know? I fucking hate fucking Pakistanis.
Guys, remember where?
breathing?
Remember when R9K was a place for fucking geniuses, not fucking retards? That was a good time.
It was never that.
This has been so autistic, by the way. You gathered like 20 fucking people to give a public service announcement. Like, this is the dumbest fucking retarded shit.
Remember where R9K was white and manly, a lot of testosterone?
No.
Remember when R9K was basically Fit 2.0?
Yeah, unironic verbal opinions on him, guys. Nah, he's definitely a good boy. He's fucking reformed.
Reformed Reiko. No more trap threads, rage face.
I mean,
Nah,
if
nah.
his actions did lead to the harm of someone else, then shouldn't he have to be punished in some way?
You can't punish people on the fucking
Well,
internet.
no, okay,
He's a
so
fucking-
the Sarah person who was swatted, they said that it was fine. They understand the misunderstanding from the DMs I saw. So potentially that side is okay, but I do think that Reiko, from caps I've seen, Reiko does feel a grain of remorse and, fright from all of this.
No shit, he's afraid. He's got an army of autists on it.
It's
Yeah, we're
true.
gonna raid every Discord he's in.
We might.
Should.
But I think we can all agree
It's just
that,
the first step.
you know,
Haruka needs to go next.
yeah, we'll continue the witch hunt another day on Haruka. But
wait.
hold on, hang on, one second. Add administrator privileges. So if what he said is true and he truly feels bad, etc., I think we can find it in ourselves to understand that he was being autistic about doing the right thing, but he had the right intention.
So,
Whether or
yeah,
not
you
he
play-
had the intention,
Right, but if I see more threads from him,
Listen. I just want to know one thing, okay?
okay.
Is the N hero any way related to this shitstorm right now?
Okay.
Okay. This is
let's
the
go ahead.
one thing, right? So like, okay, I'm fairly certain that you shouldn't like take anything that's been said today from fucking anyone seriously. I'll probably clear things up tomorrow, but the one thing you gotta take fucking seriously is that it is some dumb autistic fucking Australian man who spread that rumor around. So on polls, some guy started posting about my video, and then this dumb autistic Australian like summarized it and just like linked Shelby, how you say his name, to my video. And I do mention him. I don't in any way say he's related. And then Paul just ran with it, and it became this huge rumor that the guy killed himself over this. And I've seen no evidence for it. The only evidence is there is a trip called Reiko that said the guy was on HRT and he knew him. But I mean, I've seen no evidence. I don't even think that is Reiko's trip. So who knows?
Are you a esoteric poster 1388?
Yes,
Yeah,
that is him.
I am Millennial Woes.
Is Reiko a trans himself? He sounds like one.
It's a good question.
He
Yeah,
was
just that one.
he was on here, right?
Sorry?
He was on here, right?
He was in this channel, yes.
yeah, he was just here.
Yeah,
What-
like,
what
Yeah,
did it-
I kicked him and his friends.
I joined as he left us and all this wrapped up. So I
What did he say?
Do you want me to just TLDR everything for
Yeah,
you?
just
Because you joined 5 minutes.
Or if you recorded it, just send me like something.
I don't know if anybody recorded,
you
but I want as small of a paper trail as possible.
He said he's sorry. He's a good boy. He gave you lots of kisses and
Said
hugs.
he didn't do nothing.
No,
No,
he okay. Honestly, he said, said that he understands what he did was wrong. He understands that people are hurt by this. He understands that he's taking advantage of potentially mentally ill people. However, he did this in an attempt to up the post quality by removing these, quote unquote, removing these insecure people who he thought were ruining R9K with their race baiting, hype threads, dick size threads, etc. So, while I think everybody can agree that the board is dog shit and needs to be reverted back to some time before, anti-robot favoritism was a thing, I don't think Reiko's way of doing it.
Not the method.
Yeah, I don't think it was the
That's like
method.
the-
No.
Dumbest
Additionally, he did
I
agree
think
to
he's just
stop.
I don't think
Back
that's
on
very
his
good
shit.
reasoning. I was just trying to clean up the. I was just trying to clean up the board, so I did all the fucked up shit. He did it because
Well,
he got hard.
No, okay, look, he denied most of it. The only thing he didn't deny is paying people or being in contact and organizing people to get paid for posting trap threads, which is in itself despicable and autistic.
He's just trying
Dude,
to
I have caps of one of his shells saying he was paying people for the threats.
Did you?
Right.
Did you
So
get how much?
that is a thing that 99% happened, unless it's a very big shit post, in which case hats off to him for organizing that.
That would be an amazing shitpost, though.
Yeah, right.
Do you know how
So-
much they were paid?
No, we have no payment information.
So I can like fucking just dump everything I have, but basically what I remember was there was like in a server or whatever, there was a person who had a lot of money, so he paid, or she or whatever the fuck.
Yeah,
you wanna call
we
it.
know who it just
Yeah.
yeah we
Go
know
on,
who it
go on.
is. It will I mean it'll come out. Don't worry.
Do you guys think this has a lol cow potential?
I mean, it's fucking hilarious. I mean, that's something I realized since making the video. I mean, I was pretty pissed off when I made it, but this is just so fucking funny. Like this is just something to take the piss out of them for. They paid people to post trap threads on R9K. Just you gotta let that sink in. That's so autistic. It's
No matter what. Like,
I just think the main thing
if
is
some of the bad shit happened, then yeah, that's something something to be angry about. But the fact that they did this is something to be laughed at.
Right.
Yeah, whether or not he did any harm, it's still fucking autistic as shit. So
And that's to be laughed
Right.
at.
yeah.
So he denied
That's
doing
the
anyone
main
harm.
thing. Did he do?
but that's what
He
I want
denied,
to know.
that's what
Is
we're
it-
saying. He denied all harm. He said there was no blackmailing, there was some doxing, but he didn't spread it, and it was in retaliation for somebody trying to swat him for starting this trap stuff. Which
What about the picture where there's this guy with his name written on his chest?
oh
Reiko and
shit, I forgot to. Okay,
that seems like
I
blackmailing.
can explain that.
yeah, go ahead.
I'm-
So wait, just the preface. Me, Trash, and Reiko met and discussed what would happen because I had to, coerce him basically to talk here today because he figured there would be consequences. So we have some background that you guys may not. That's one that I'm really sorry that I missed, but we'll clear it up right now. Go ahead.
I mean, I'll explain it tomorrow, but I'm fairly certain that was just some like autistic retard from Soch who was like willing to write anything on his body. I gotta double check that. But I've heard people talk about that. I heard some other rumor, but yeah. So I mean, I don't think that was them. I think he just like told him to write Reiko on his body. So
Right.
Yeah,
The way he described it to us was that this guy was actually not very trappy at all. Was more like older than him, probably twice his height. So there was no like write my name on your body or I'm gonna leak your info to the whole world. From what he said.
There's so many contradictions because I saw another post where it's like, oh, everybody can become a trap if you have the will or something. So it seems like I don't like I have two choices here. Either I get really angry because of this degeneracy, or either he's a lol cow, right? And I want to figure out which one is it first because I don't want to ride a train that I regret riding later.
Right.
Yeah, I get you.
Well,
I mean, I'm constantly angry at degeneracy, but this is just
I think there's
normal
definitely
occurrence.
degeneracy here to be upset about, namely paying people to post trap threads on a Chinese basket weaving forum. But again, the concept of him doing harm to somebody else or exerting pressure or dominance over someone else. Oh, right. We'll talk about that in a second, Hetty. Thank you.
Yeah, Whitney, lolcow is not like the best kind of fucking divergence, but you got Kiwi farms and then you got YouTubers who take information from those threads, so it can spread pretty easily. I'm not saying lolcow is the be all end all.
Right, but the main point he made is that like people took things way too seriously from incredibly unreliable sources, which I agree is something that happened. Like I got a lot of messages about, okay, this is his docs. I know this because I saw it in a thread, and from what I understand, Reiko lives in about 6 different states simultaneously. That's quantum mechanically impossible. So, like, we need to be careful about what we think. And honestly, the best account we have is either confirmed logs from confirmed chats that definitely happened and aren't shopped or shit posts, and what he said. Okay.
Right.
So, go ahead.
I know Nat spoke to him on the DMs, right?
Yes. So we'll talk about some DMs later, but he's I guess like a chronic shit poster, so it's very difficult to determine what's shit post and what's not. But something that we should definitely talk about, and I want to open up to public voice chat, is the R9K mod. Currently 4chan admin started preaching anti-R9K sentiment back in 2014 when he was still a janitor for the board, is a user Reiko who got recruited to be a janitor and then saw this influx of people who so that they got outside of the like the normie threads, and they wanted their safe space where they could not talk about women and having sex, etc. So when he saw this, here I'll post, or I think I put it in about. No, I didn't. Okay, I'll post that there. He basically said they can leave. These people are faggots. I don't want them on my board, which is wrong because at that time R9K had developed that culture, and as the janitor for that board, you should try to ensure that culture sticks.
Right. I mean, obviously R9K was always kind of faggy, so I think he just kind of took advantage of that. But I think it was just kind of more of a meme than anything else, right? Where it's like R9K coders wear thigh highs or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
So you get like one side where you think it's shit posting, but there's always the idiots who take shit posting too seriously, you know.
Right.
So I don't know like what to do with this because I'm a lurker, right? I don't really like get into this kind of shit publicly. So I'm just like kind of want to know like what is the status quo here?
How do you mean? What is the status quo?
What's like I know Paul is involved and I don't know Paul are Paul is Paul, right? But I just want to know like what is are they pursuing this like fully like kind of like a Christian kind of shit, or is it more like uh, uh Nick Bates kind of shit, like two different kind of chases?
Well, the way I understand it, from at least the mod standpoint, is that at first they wanted to just ban discussion of Reiko because around this time yesterday, the word Reiko was hard banned on most boards. Not sure if all boards, but most boards, at least R9K poll, and I'm pretty sure Soch. So there was clear censorship trying to happen, and then eventually, sometime later, they deleted all trap and anti-trap threads. More anti-trap threads ended up popping up later than trap threads did. I don't think that's evidence of mod bias towards our cause. I think that's just what people were feeling at the time. But
wait, what is your cause? Is it
like
just
to try to get rid of people who can not try to get rid of people, but try to get rid of the idea that somebody can just start shilling really hard some stupid ideology that could potentially hurt the board. And
Our
mod
cause, in the long run, is making 4chan into a place where robots feel comfortable, safe, and want to spend their time in maintaining that place?
so? Are you guys robots?
Yes.
Yes.
I am not. I just want to say that like categorically. I am.
How do I ban a user? Can someone tell me?
Yeah, I have not browsed this board
bottom.
like this is why it's so fucking retarded. I haven't browsed this board in like 3 years properly. I gave it up because I stopped being some like whiny depressive shit. And I just kind of found out about this stuff, and I have some investment in the board because I feel bad for people, I guess. So
See, I'm in the same boat as you. I'm not really I don't really go on RNK all that often. I just kind of like.
All right. Well,
I've
I've never
learned
even
most
seen
of
my
what
own
you guys
channel,
doing
so
here?
you normies can get the hell out.
No. I mean, anyone's welcome to help.
Right.
Okay, but
Memes aside, we need help.
Reddit.
Honestly.
I don't know if you guys want to kind of since you got him here,
hmm
it can kind of you can I don't know if you guys want to make this into entertainment or to make it into a exposing kind of thing, or is it blood sports? I don't know which one
It's not a personal vendetta against Reiko. I've tried to make that clear as best as possible.
No,
I
no,
did
I
not.
know. I mean,
Imagine if it's
personal
got on
shit.
Bloodsport.
the verdict, by the
Right.
way,
No,
Iron
Medicare
Man
is
is
on it,
just wait a bit. I mean, this shit will get a lot funnier.
Right. It's gonna get a lot funnier actually right about now, because this was leaked to me during the conversation me and Reiko had while both of those users were in the server.
I'm not surprised. I could feel the bullshit emanating from his voice.
He was like
Yeah,
denying.
he
He's literally
sounded
denying
so
everything.
sarcastic.
So I'm not too surprised.
So
Well, maybe this is taken out of context.
Lola, I just want to say, like, even though that's been posted, I am like 100. I'm like 95% sure that Schwabi stuff is not related to him. I'm like 95% sure almost all the doxes are rubbish.
Yeah, I can
Then
agree on
what-
that. I can
why
agree.
did you-
Let's make
Like
it
everything
said
else.
right now that there has been a dox that is the correct dox. Well, we share that dox is it's probably gonna depend on if we find out that he's posting more threads.
All right, I don't have it. I don't want it. Don't give it to me.
That or end if we just know that he's
Dude,
full of shit while he was
if you want
talking here.
my advice on what to do with the docs is just keep it. Don't like publicize it until
Of course.
either
Yeah.
keep it as a chip. I don't recommend just don't even tell him you have it. Just keep it.
I mean,
yourself.
he'll know now, but
Yeah, I mean he knows, but he probably doesn't know who has it, right?
Yeah.
Hopefully not.
Anyway, I'll say I'll delete the channel after the next video's been up for about a day. So if people want to like mirror that, feel free because I'm just gonna
mirrored your first video, so
I have no intention of trying to get famous off fucking R9K shit posting. So
Okay, and I do want to say that be patient. There's a slim that maybe that screenshot was taken out of context. Maybe he was shit posting to make himself seem cool villainous. But listen. Okay, there is a sliver that he's honest, and there's a sliver that trap threads may not return to the.
We're gonna give
quantity
it
that
some
they
time
did.
and wait and see
Well,
if
okay,
trap
look,
threads are
I'm not
returning.
saying Reiko was being 100% honest. I'm not saying I'm gonna give him free
think this
tendies
is
from now
He
on.
wasn't being 50% honest.
I think this is the calm before the storm, boys. So buckle
I
up.
think
I do want to say like
This
whoever
this might develop into a situation.
whoever keeps making these fucking images of like the like Wikipedia war of this shit, like like put me in the
Oh,
put
so
me in the
good.
just put me in the fucking thing. The just
Put
write
all of us in.
just
So
no
good.
just put esoteric poster 1388 in the commanders. This is so
Resident
retarded.
journalist.
what are you talking about? I haven't seen this. Hold on.
That's
That
good,
sock has the diplomat. All this shit is fucking great.
Oh, okay, I see what you mean.
All right. I don't know if you guys want to decide on a time frame of how long we give him before we
A month.
take it.
No.
I feel like people are gonna get too antsy for a month.
Like
Like
Give him
time
like
frame.
a week or
What
two.
do you,
A week,
What do
a
you
week.
want to do?
Dude, a month is like 10 years internet time.
I'll just say like no matter what he's done, I'm not I don't support fucking doxing him.
Right.
Myself,
Neither do I. Neither do
like
I.
swatting him.
Listen, guys. If he has done harm, there's one
He deserves
approach.
harm. Period.
Right. If he has done harm, there's the approach of mutual assured destruction. Okay.
Eye for an eye, buddy.
And if he's just a degenerate, he's a lol cow. So you guys need to figure out which one he is.
Right.
And
And that
then-
depends
then we
on
decide.
how honest he was. Because honestly, like it doesn't even.
I mean,
I
he
don't wanna
seems
say
like
that it-
he seems like he was that type of.
I'd say most of it was just dishonest.
I think he was one of those types of Negroes that wasn't popular in school.
Right.
So I think he just wants to be cool on the internet because he didn't get accepted by the Negro populace. So
Speaking of Negroes,
the Italian mafia didn't let him in. He was
Yeah,
too
so-
funny.
he's a faggot Negro. He's not even an alpha Negro.
I mean, he's fucking Italian. He's not white.
Listen, you're right.
Only English people are white.
All right. So.
So
Another.
fellas, I have to take my leave, but I hope I helped out in some way or the other. God bless. Godspeed. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Take care.
I'm gonna go now as well. This has all gotten like super retarded.
So-
I'll delete my channel like I don't know, like 12 hours after the next video. So just like mirror it, and I won't come back to this stuff. Like I'm done now. This has just gone too much for me. Like sort this out on your own.
Yeah,
So-
yeah, sure, man. I mean, I'm gonna mirror it because it was entertaining.
Sure.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, I'll just mute myself.
Anybody have
anyway.
any further questions? I'll be around to answer about approach, futures, whatever you want to talk about. If somebody recorded this, you're free to post it. I didn't.
Yeah, I did. If that's all right.
Okay,
Whoever's
yeah,
been-
sure. Just
I mean,
share the
some
link.
people who've been like muted the whole time probably have.
I will post
Something
it on
is
a
bound to happen.
zero subscriber
Oh.
channel.
Right. Okay. I'm also going to be posting the .rar of it's a 56 megabyte .rar of janitor logs that I have that I will be posting in about so that you can sift through it and listen. All right, it's not a virus. I've been through it. I've clicked like every chat log. Okay, my computer is fine. My credit cards are fine.
Right, okay.
So you guys are free to search
We're
through
gonna
it.
take your word for it, huh?
in before it's a dot bat.
All right. Yeah. Okay. So I'll go ahead and do that. And then
Virus.bat.
And please do not forget, regardless of what happens with Reiko, there is still a problem in the R9K administration that we know of.
100%.
Yeah.
Dude, I believe
Problem
it's a 4chan problem. That's my belief because 4chan has been
Yeah,
shit for
fucking
so
hell.
long. I
My
Yeah, no,
cousin
I
has
used
called.
I used to go on 4chan every day, and you would have the shit posting, but you would have good discussions too, and
Mhm.
ideas, like stuff that don't fucking get posted anymore. So I kind of
They
not go on 4chan anymore because it's just devolved into the cesspool,
exactly.
which
Yeah.
Yeah,
which
exactly.
for
There's so
me
many people.
it's about a balance. It's a cesspool, but it has to have order. I believe in balance
There
and
used to be an
everything.
organization to things. There used to be an order to things. There's gotta shit used to be done. Now it's just like a bunch
Yeah,
of fucking,
exactly. There used to be like ops and shit.
shit like that.
Okay, but like I said, this is still too new, and there's a lot of evidence missing before we can jump the gun on
I
anything.
see it a lot.
Oh, I don't want to
I
jump the
think
gun.
my main
I just wanna-
complaint
I just
is
wanna make
that
it clear.
he said that most of it was taken out of context, yet he still provided absolutely no context whatsoever. He didn't provide proof that it was that it was purposely excluding some sort of information that we didn't know. So I don't know. I can't believe him until then.
Okay,
Right.
I'll try to
So-
follow up with him about that.
Okay.
Specific.
Before I go, I just want to ask you one more thing. Okay.
Mhm.
Since since you guys are pretty involved in this, I just want to say that Reiko isn't the only one. You know,
Right, there are definitely other groups
Reiko
similar to him.
is
A lot
just
more.
he was just dumb enough to kind of expose himself.
Right.
So I think I think this is a bit of you peel one onion, but you get another. You get what I'm saying, right?
Right.
So there's many layers into the shit onion.
How deep does the rabbit hole go?
I don't know if you guys want to go deeper, So I
Yeah.
will just leave it at
How
this.
deep does this asshole go?
All right, yeah. All right. I'll keep the server around. I'm not going to delete it for.
Listen, I'll probably edit a little video
Okay,
and
sure.
make it onto a like a private video for you guys
Yeah,
to
if you wouldn't mind, just altering the voice pitches so that none of us are at risk, that would be great.
Yeah, please.
yeah, okay, no problem.
Okay. Yeah,
I'll
that's
do
gonna
it
wrap
on,
it up for the second time, the official
Audacity.
wrap up. And all right, I'll keep you guys posted about the situation. I'll try to keep this as clean as of Reiko spies as I can for now.
Godspeed, Janitor.
Nice.
All right.
White pride worldwide.
White Pride Worldwide. Take care, everyone.
1488.
Wi-Fi
Don't
robot,
tread
1488
on-
boys.
He didn't deny being Jewish. He just said he was Italian.
One 128th battalion.
Pass it to me if you get a chance.
Yep, same. DM me that recording, boys.
Uh-huh.